Dorian over the first like part of this. But you could also use a melodic minor scale since I've texted you about it. We can go over it. It's just yeah, with a sharp 7. So I came from classical guitar originally. For years, from the time I was 7, I played classical guitar, and that was great. It was actually a great way to get started. And for me, it was I still love a lot of classical guitar music actually. So for me, it was fun, but not as fun as like playing Slayer songs, which is what my kids, my students who I have now are doing when they're like 12 and 13. Yeah, I think just do it. No, it's nice with the open D, and it's less painful. I had never really thought I would teach, actually. And I didn't know how it was going to go. I hadn't been around kids, under 18-year-old kids since I was an under 18-year-old kid. And I especially hadn't been around like 12 and 13-year-old kids. And I just remember when I was that age, the world was horrible and everyone was bad and I was bad. Everything was awful. So I was like, how am I going to deal with these kids? They're all going to be like, messed up junior high kids like everybody. And it turned out that they were really, really, really sweet, and I totally loved being around them. And high school kids, same thing. Like, it just worked out really well. And I'm not the most mature person in the world, so it's really fun for me to be around people that I share that with. It's very nice. I had to work on the most when I started teaching was articulating things to people about what they should practice, because I practice compulsively and I'm always coming up with new exercises or just new things to play that I like playing, but then explaining that stuff to somebody else and explaining why you want to do that and explaining how it's going to make you better if you do it, that's something I hadn't had to do before. So melodic minor. It's like, this is Dorian actually. So like play the first part of a Dorian scale. But ultimately it helped in my own playing because I'll solidify something I've been thinking about in my own playing, or a concept or whatever. If I can communicate it to somebody clearly, it's like kind of more clear for me too, and I can move on to something else and like keep going.